Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North and South Node fam. If you got Taurus in your charts, this message is for you. Fam, right off the rib, whatever that is saying. I heard somebody sneaking behind your money, fam. When it comes to your wealth, when it comes to the wheel turning in your favor, you got some sneaky ass mother in your energy, fam. So whoever, whatever that is, people from your past, ex-wife, marriage, relationships, whatever, there's people being hella sneaky when it comes to the finances around you. Okay, let's get into this. Look, I keep getting this 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Heavy on the finances right now, fam. Dark side of wealth, financial failure, loss, fleeting success, lack of stability, lack of resource. What I say, look, gang, if we aren't right here, fam, somebody's coming clean about their deceptive ways when it comes to money, when it comes to the marriage, when it comes to how they're giving to this relationship, how everything has been swept under the rug when it came to this partnership. You're starting to see what has been going on when it came to giving to this family, giving to this work dynamic, giving to this foundation that you had been giving to for a very long time. 10 years, it could have been 17 years. Whoever, whatever this foundation that you built wealth with from the past, there has been something that came up to surface that is showing you the sneaky shit that has been going on in this family dynamic, is what I'm seeing and hearing. You're trying to look at this. It's been keeping you up. It's been fucking toxic. Holy shit, fam. You're starting to see all the illusions that have been casted over you from this dynamic of relationships, of partnerships, of whatever was going on in this group that has been juggling you, has been juggling your money, has been juggling with your money, has been fucking around with your money. This has caused you so much exhaustion, stagnation, restless nights, stress. You're burnt out when it comes to this relationship, when it comes to this ex-wife, ex-husband, ex-relationship, ex-business partner, whatever it is that you built such a big foundation for, your family. However, you are starting to see the illusions that were casted over this family, over this relationship. It's starting to come up to service you. Oh, fuck. To surface. But something was hidden with the moon. Things were casted in this illusional space. Something was being hidden. Something was hiding from you. Somebody was hiding from you. Somebody hid something from you. And now you're starting to see how much this, and you're accepting now being a part of this family dynamic, being a part of this work, whatever it was, however it was, you're starting to accept and see that you just have to move on, and you got to figure out a better way to do what it is that you weren't doing or needed to do when it came to this connection, or when it came to this marriage, relationship, this work. You're starting to see that how much of the resource emotionally that it took from you, and materialistically, that's all starting to come to surface. And it's just put you so much in the space of destructive behavior, a lot of low vibrational toxic ways have been manifested in this family dynamic, in this ideology, in this lifespan, you're starting to see everything for what it's been. And this is breaking you down so much right now. And you're starting to see that the consequences in being a part of this dynamic, being a part of this behavior, this lifestyle, has completely put you in a space of this codependency, toxicity, materialistic, destructive attachment and behaviors. And you've been driven from this space in your life for some time. You're starting to understand what this is in your life, or who these people are, who these people have been, how much has been taken from you emotionally, how much secrets and lies and misconceptions and just irrational decision making, fleeting emotions. You came from a space of unfulfilled, insecure, low vibrational, toxic relationships. And you're starting to see all of that around you. And it's starting to put you in the space of completely putting you in a space of just restlessness, of not knowing what to do right now. Yeah, but understand, you seeing this for what it is, it's gonna put you, and it's putting you in a space of progression and self-confidence, because now you're seeing and understanding it for what it's been and what it is, and you're cutting the cords and ties that you need to, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, because look, it came in reverse, because all it's been has been toxic, low vibrational. There's been a lot of illusions casted over this, over you, is what I'm hearing also. There's been a lot of false prophecies, a lot of false, fake, image-driven, toxic, low vibrational, codependent, materialistic, materialism relationships that you came from. That's all you knew. That's all you knew what that type of love was, that codependent, needing to be dependent on each other. And this was an illusion of what was casted over you for 15 years, 19 years, however that resonates to you. You're starting to get this clarity of how much this has taken from you, even your inner child, how much you've allowed these people, places to stop you from taking a leap of faith, especially on a Queen of Pentacles who's very nurturing, motherly, independent, has it going on for themselves. So you are starting to get clarity of how much this karmic contract, this past karmic ties, has been holding you back from taking a leap of faith with the one you were truly meant to have this 10 of Pentacles with. This is why you've been stuck and stagnant, and you're starting to see and understand this is why you've been stuck and stagnant and not being able to take that leap forward, not being able to make that decision and be open and be free of deciding for yourself, because you've allowed your past karmic cycle to fully be embedded in your energy to the point where all this has been casted over you to not be able to have clarity or see. So you coming into contact with a Queen of Pentacles who's very independent, again, very complete opposite of what you've known, even the type of love of what you've never known. This is what's held you back from taking that leap of faith into this new beginning, into this new blessing that you have been wishing and praying for. And so divine timing is here and at play. Look at what I say earlier. Look what I say earlier. This Queen of Pentacles is the one you're meant to be with, is the one you're meant to build this happy home, happy life, happy family, happy wife, happy husband, beautiful family and home and husband and wife, and that reciprocity, emotional, financial stability with each other, because this is that real love. It's divine love. It's who you're meant to be in love with. 10-6, 6-10 could be significant. But because you didn't see, and the things, because of the karmic contracts, the karmic ties, the casted illusion, the black magic that has been casted over your lineage, and you weren't able to see and receive this, look what I say, this divine union. Remember when I was saying that these people were taking away from your fortune. They're taking away from your wheel of fortune, of turning your life into a different, beautiful way of what you were always meant to, and how you're always meant to live and fulfill your destiny and fulfill your life and love, and how you wanted to ever just be in love and in this freedom that was casted over you in the past, because you weren't able to see that. It blocked you from seeing this true love. It blocked you from taking that leap of faith with this Queen of Pentacles. So it was taking away from your abundance for the will to turn in your favor. So you could have just had to completely let this go. You had to cut this off. And this is what put the Queen of Pentacles now in her Queen of Swords, who's now looking in the future of moving forward. So you're kind of cutting your losses from this connection, this blessing that you had to lose. And that's always the karmic lesson, right, fam? When you, look at that. When you haven't allowed yourself to take the time to see all the signs and synchronicities that God, your ancestors, your angels, guides, whoever it is you pray to that guides you, when you don't see the signs, when you're not paying attention to the signs, then you're going to miss your blessings. And that is what's putting you in the space of falling back in this heartbreak, falling back in this burden energy, falling back in this same karmic cycle that you've been stuck in for a long time. And you miss the blessings, or you switch the roles as need be, fam, or your person missed the blessing when it came to you. And so now your person is trying to find the strength to clear the karma, because they want to come back and give to you. And so you could be in a space too where you're starting to find clarity. Now the roles are switching, fam. You can be in the space too now where you're starting to find clarity of, I'm just going to keep it moving with love. Back to this Queen of Swords energy. I'm just going to keep it moving with love and continue to satisfy me, and not stick around on this energy in the past of all this karmic contract and bullshit that has no longer anything to do with me anymore, because I see what it is that I want. 9 can be significant. I see what it is that I want. I know what I deserve, and I deserve love. Ultimately, I deserve love within myself. I deserve to love myself. I deserve to decide and make decisions for myself. I deserve myself is what I'm hearing. And this is what's putting people, and even the person that missed out on you, in lack. They're missing out now. They're missing out, 5. And they're seeing that this is an emotional blockage in them, emotional loss, that they lost you. They don't have, and they're seeing that you're transitioning and moving away from them, moving forward. Well, what do you expect? Because you saw that there's a lot of delays in this connection. There's a lot of lack of motivation, lack of passion. There's a lot of weight on your other person's shit, all this past shit that we just already explored. And you were getting bored, and you You weren't motivated when it came to this connection. So you did everything in your power to stay motivated, to be in the space of giving. But because of your person was rejecting what you were giving so much when it came to love, when it came to the new type of way of love. I'm talking about the Queen of Swords. So if that's you, fam, that's who we're talking about. You gave so much love to this King of Pentacles, to this Emperor, but they could have been greedy when it came to you. They didn't want to give materialistic. They could have been cheap when it came to you. They were holding back. They were holding this lack and grudge and greediness and fucking low vibrational, disrespectful type of energy because of where they came from, because of all their karmic shit that they came from. And so they were projecting that on you. That's why they weren't giving to you the way that you were giving to this connection. So baby, you said, okay, I'm gonna put my burdens up. I'm gonna take my time when it comes to, and you made the decision, I'm gonna take my time when it comes to moving forward away from this connection and get it popping and moving on my own. If that's what it needs to be, then that's what it needs to be. 10, I'm going to put all these swords, okay? All these wands up. I'm not going to let this defeat me. I'm going to, again, take my time, make that decision of moving forward and continue to take care of myself, take care of me, do what it is I got to do, and find my abundance and my marriage and my life and my happiness elsewhere. You took your power back. Now your person wants to come back with this little page ass offer, fam. I'm gonna leave this one right here, Taurus. Love, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, fam. Let me know if this is you, how this resonates for you. Gang, I love and appreciate all you guys for being right here rocking with your girl. Thank you guys a trillion times for being right here. Send you guys so much love. Peace.